Most people blow every networking event without realizing it.
Verbally masturbating all over someone.
Yep.
And you're throwing all this up on them, and they're just like, oh my gosh, when this person ever shut up.
Here's the 3 Ps that instantly turn conversations into opportunity.
I know you and I both use very similar techniques for this. You have the 3 Ps that you use, and I want you to explain that to us. And for me, which is your 3 Ps, it's ask question, shut your mouth.
Yeah.
So many times we go into networking and we want to, oh, and I do this and I do that. And you're just like verbally masturbating all over someone.
Yep.
And you're throwing all this up on them. And they're just like, oh my gosh, when this person ever shut up. Whereas I look at it from the point of view of, hey, how many questions can I ask you in the next 5 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah. And really intentional questions too, right? And just like random
Yeah.
stuff that comes to mind, but really intentional questions to get to know the person. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's where your 3 Ps framework really, really helps.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's break that down a little bit. So in a networking situation, if it's the first time you've met a person, you should already know the questions you want to ask. So, on the Fractional Pros podcast, guys, we think strategy first. So
Yep.
go into these meetings, these calls, these events with a plan. Have a plan. Know the questions that you're going to ask. Have your 3 or 4 go-to questions you ask every person you meet. It feels unique to them, but then you're not floundering around. So with those questions, frame it up around the 3 Ps, as Atiba said. So the 3 Ps are personal, professional, and passion. And they're in that order very intentionally. So questions about their personal life. Obviously, you don't want to go too deep the first 30 seconds, but get to know them as a person. So when I say personal, it's them as a person. Okay.
Yeah.
Have a couple of questions ready there. So they could be questions about, how did the heck you get into this business? It's business-ish, so it doesn't feel too intrusive early on, but it's asking them about their history, their story. So personal. Then professional, obviously you can ask about their business and the types of clients they work with and what they love about the work they're doing. Those are fine. But what if you ask them, tell me about a client you love to work with right now? What do you, how do you work? What do you do? They're going to open up because you're asking about their passion, what they love to do. So get past just the generic, tell me your ICP kind of questions. And the third is passions. Passions come as you get further into the conversation, or maybe that's meeting 2 or meeting 3 down the road. What drives them? What drives them in their life, in their family life, in their hobbies, in their business perhaps? But what lights them up? When you talk about somebody's passion and you really connect that, they light up, they open up. So 3 Ps, personal, professional, and passions.
Yeah. And, Dean, I'll add to that. And this is one of the places where like a ChatGPT can really help if this is not something that's intuitive to you that you can do beforehand. Okay. And so I ask those types of questions, but I don't ask the question that everyone else asks. The thing that I hear a lot of people say to me is, no one's ever asked me that question before. Or no one's ever asked me that question that way before. You see, because that's the moment where you're asking a question that puts you in a completely different light. In their mind, they have to file you in a whole new category.
Yeah.
Which makes you memorable. And so you can go to ChatGPT and you say, hey, I'm going to this networking event and I want to ask people about the 3 Ps, right? So I want to ask them personal questions. And I'm thinking about these types of questions. But what are other more unique ways to ask that question? For example, you may get back this one. At what point did you realize that the business you're in right now was something that you had to do? It's a personal history question.
Yeah.
But it's not, how'd you get started in business? It is the same question.
Yeah, it is.
It's probably the same answer, but asked differently and makes them think about the question and you in a totally different way.
Yeah, that's awesome. And when you ask that question and they pause and they kind of look up and to the left, you got them thinking, right? You got them thinking. That's your signal that, yeah, that was the question. You got it, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.